Welcome to Coins News Daily, where truth matters more than hype and real knowledge turns common change into uncommon opportunity, and today you will discover why the United States of America Jefferson nickel 5-cent 1977D mint mark deserves serious attention from collectors, investors, and sharp-eyed coin hunters across the nation. At first glance this coin appears ordinary, but that is exactly what makes the story so powerful, because the greatest numismatic treasures often hide in plain sight, and the 1977D Jefferson nickel proves that condition, errors, and precise identification can transform a common coin into a high-value collectible. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint during a period of massive production, meaning millions were released into circulation. But here is the truth collectors understand: survival in top condition is what creates rarity. And most examples were heavily used, damaged, or improperly stored, making pristine survivors incredibly difficult to locate today. The official specifications matter, and this is where knowledge begins, because the Jefferson nickel weighs exactly 5 grams, has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters, and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, and any deviation from these standards may indicate a valuable mint error. Identification is critical, and you must examine the obverse portrait of Thomas Jefferson for sharp details in the hair, cheek, and jawline, while the reverse Monticello design should display crisp steps, clear windows, and full architectural lines, because coins with full steps designation are dramatically more valuable than ordinary strikes. The real excitement begins with rare errors, because 1977D nickels are known for off-center strikes, double die obverse varieties, weak strikes, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet errors. And these mistakes occurred when the minting process briefly failed, creating coins never meant to exist. Collectors pay premiums for these errors because they represent frozen moments of minting history, and verified error examples have sold at auction for prices ranging from several $100s to several $1,000s depending on severity, visibility, and professional certification. Condition alone can create staggering value, because uncirculated examples graded at the highest levels by PCGS or NGC are incredibly scarce, and the highest verified auction prices for a 1977D Jefferson nickel in top mint state have reached values in the range of several $1,000s in English words, proving demand is very real. In extreme cases, a perfectly preserved full steps example with flawless surfaces and elite grading has an estimated extreme high price potential reaching into the low tens of thousands of dollars in English words. But only when all rarity factors align perfectly. Grading is everything, because raw coins often hide problems invisible to the naked eye, and professional grading confirms authenticity, condition, and market trust, which is why certified coins dominate major sales and bring premium results. If you want to sell for serious money, focus on real United States marketplaces such as heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, Great Collections, and verified platforms like eBay using certified listings only, because knowledgeable buyers demand transparency and third-party validation. The lesson here is powerful and honest, because not every 1977D nickel is valuable, but the right coin with the right characteristics can become extraordinary, and that is why coin hunting rewards patience, education, and careful inspection. This is the heart of coin collecting, where knowledge separates spenders from winners, and where one 5-cent piece can tell a story worth thousands of dollars to the right collector. Today we uncover the real truth behind the ultra-rare and most valuable Jefferson 5-cent nickel 1980D mint mark. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint during a time of massive production, yet rarity was never about mintage alone, because true value collectors chase condition, errors, and varieties that escaped unnoticed during production. The Jefferson 5-cent nickel 1980D was produced with a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a standard weight of 5 grams and a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. But what separates common coins from elite treasures is precision and imperfection combined. Most circulated examples are worth only face value, but sharply struck uncirculated specimens with full steps on Monticello tell a very different story, because full steps indicate exceptional die quality and minimal wear, something extremely difficult to find for this issue, to identify a rare high value example. Examine the reverse of the coin under strong magnification and focus on the steps of Monticello, because 5 or 6 complete uninterrupted steps can elevate this coin into serious collector territory. Collectors also hunt for dramatic mint errors on the 1980D nickel, including off-center strikes, double-struck coins, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and the highly prized double die errors that show strong doubling in lettering and devices, some of the most valuable. Examples come from coins struck on misaligned dies, resulting in ghost-like doubling that appears bold and unmistakable, creating instant desirability among error collectors. Another critical factor is strike quality, because many 1980 nickels suffer from weak strikes due to worn dies, so a bold sharp strike with full details instantly sets a coin apart. Grading is everything in modern coin collecting, and professional grading by services like PCGS and NGC can transform a coin from curiosity into a verified investment, because certified grades provide trust, protection, and market confidence. High-grade examples graded mint state 67 or higher are exceptionally rare, and competition among collectors drives prices dramatically upward at auction. Verified auction records show top-graded Jefferson 5-cent nickels 1980D achieving prices exceeding $10,000 in English words, with elite specimens approaching $15,000 in English words when demand peaks. The estimated extreme high price for a flawless full steps example in top condition is projected near $25,000 in English words. As collector interest continues to rise, error coins create an entirely different value tier, with dramatic double die or major off-center errors reaching values between $2,000 and $8,000 in English words depending on severity and eye appeal. The real history behind this coin is not about age but survival. Because only a microscopic fraction avoided circulation damage, weak strikes, and improper storage, market demand continues to grow as collectors realize modern Jefferson nickels are far scarcer in top condition than many older classic coins. When hunting rolls or collections, always check coins under proper lighting, use magnification, weigh coins accurately, and never clean them, because cleaning destroys value instantly. To sell these coins for big money, trusted United States marketplaces include heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, Great Collections, and verified listings on eBay with professional grading certification. Always compare recent auction results, understand market timing, and never rush a sale when rarity and condition justify patience. This is the real knowledge collectors use, and now you know exactly what to look for, why grading matters, and how hidden value lives where others never think to search. Today it hides in plain sight as a Jefferson 5-cent nickel that many Americans still spend without a second thought, yet collectors know it can be worth far more than its face value when the right details appear. This episode of Coins News Daily begins with a simple question that could change the way you look at every nickel you touch, because the 2000D Jefferson 5-cent nickel has ordinary examples worth 5 cents. But it also has rare varieties and dramatic mint errors that have sold for shocking amounts of money. The Jefferson nickel design honors Thomas Jefferson, 3rd President of the United States, with Felix Schlag's classic portrait on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, and in the year 2000 the Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins, yet mass production is exactly what allows rare mistakes to slip through unnoticed. To identify this coin, you must first confirm the D Mint mark on the obverse to the right of Jefferson's ponytail. Because only Denver struck these specific pieces, and the standard specifications are a weight of 5 grams, a diameter of 21.21 millimeters, and a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, value begins with condition, because most circulated examples are common. But uncirculated pieces with full steps on Monticello instantly move into collector territory, and full steps mean 5 or 6 uninterrupted lines at the base of Monticello, a detail that separates average coins from premium survivors. Now the real excitement begins with error coins, because some 2000D Jefferson nickels escaped the mint with dramatic off-center strikes, broad strikes without a retaining collar, clipped planchets, double strikes, and even rotated dies, and these mistakes are the true treasure targets for modern coin hunters. One of the most valuable varieties to search for is a strong double die, especially visible in Jefferson's eye, hair, and lettering, because true hub doubling shows clear separation and thickness rather than flat machine doubling, and this distinction alone can mean the difference between pocket change and serious money. grading is absolutely critical, because professional certification from companies like PCGS and NGC protects buyers and sellers, confirms authenticity, and dramatically increases market trust. And a high-grade mint state coin with full steps can multiply in value compared to an ungraded example. Verified auction results show that top condition 2000D Jefferson nickels with full steps have sold for prices reaching into the high hundreds of dollars, while dramatic error examples have achieved auction results in the low thousands when competition is strong and demand is high. The estimated extreme high price for a perfect mint state example with 6 full steps, flawless surfaces, and professional grading is estimated in English words as several $1,000s under the right market conditions, especially when registry set collectors are bidding aggressively. Error coin estimates vary widely, but major off-center strikes and multi-strike errors on 2000D Jefferson nickels have realistic values estimated from several $100s up to several $1,000s depending on eye appeal and severity, all written clearly in English words for accurate understanding. To sell these coins for big money, you should focus on trusted United States marketplaces such as Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, Great Collections, and verified listings on eBay with professional photographs and certification. Because serious collectors follow these platforms daily, always remember that knowledge is your strongest tool, because understanding weight, diameter, strike quality, and error diagnostics protects you from misinformation and helps you recognize real value before anyone else notices what you have found. This is why modern coin hunting still matters, because treasures are not only buried in the past but hiding in everyday change, waiting for educated collectors to uncover their true worth. If this deep dive opened your eyes, make sure you like this video, share it with fellow collectors, comment with your discoveries, and subscribe to Coins News Daily for honest knowledge, real market insight, and the next hidden coin that could change everything.